Hello there, Grumpy Old Fart here. Get something to drink right quick. Um, I do a lot of D&D stories, Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, because I think it's the best edition. I started playing it. I started playing Chainmail back in '76, and then I graduated to the basic red box Dungeons and Dragons, and then I went on to Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, and that's my favorite one. And I started running Advanced Dungeons and Dragons in 1979. I've been playing ever since. I still run it with my family. Um, I'm online a lot, and I talk to people. I try to give it good advice, and I keep hearing from other players how First Edition AD&D, Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, First Edition, is a primitive game that limits the player characters and requires no intelligence to play. And that is total hogwash. Later editions make player characters so powerful that it's hard for them to get killed. Players become complacent, they lack caution, they stop thinking. Advanced Dungeons and Dragons player characters can die accidentally. A first level. Now, what I do is whenever I having people roll up characters for my game, if there's first level, you start out at maximum hit points, and that way a wizard has 4, a thief has 6, a cleric has 8, and plus whatever bonuses they have. But that way they at least have a fighting chance. I do that for the players, and I do it for everybody, even the bad guys. So it's fair all the way around. Whatever rule you make as a dungeon master, you have to apply it fairly all the way around. But that's what I do. These Advanced Dungeons and Dragons player characters can die accidentally. Players are required in that game. They're required to play better, to play smarter, and to think before they act. I have heard people who have done critiques of 5th edition and to some degree 3.5 as well. I have not heard anything good about 4th edition. I've never played it, so I can't say nothing about it. But it's my understanding that the later editions make it very difficult to kill off the players. I mean, you can't die accidentally, essentially. But this video is not about critiquing the other editions. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm doing here is I'm going to try to start a new type of a D&D story, kind of like a D&D hacks. And what this is you get those videos on YouTube, and they life hacks. You do this, it makes sense. Most of them are little rinky-dink things. Some of them are kind of stupid, but some of them are okay. And what I'm doing here is I'm going to talk about some loopholes in Dungeons and Dragons. Loopholes are a huge part of D&D, regardless of the edition. And no matter what type of fiction you're writing, if the game or a story, whatever, there's always going to be plot holes, loopholes, whatever you want to call them. They're always there. And I wanted to talk about a specific loophole that I discovered with a spell called water breathing. Water breathing, I think, is my character at that time had an item, and this happened decades ago, by the way. I discovered a loophole out of sheer desperation. Several decades ago, we were fighting a powerful, evil fighter, and he was killing us. He was kicking the shit out of us. We had a group of 6 to. We were pretty high level characters, but this guy was he was badass. 3 of us were already down, and my character basically was running and hiding. I had an item. I had one item. I had a ring of invisibility, which allowed me to hide from him. That was why I was still alive. I'm not arguing with that a bit. My dude was going to die if I tried to fight him, so I hid. I had another item. It was an amulet, and this item allowed me to cast water breathing, just like the spell, once a day. And what water breathing does, it allows you to breathe underwater, so you can go deep in the ocean or into a lake and find whatever's hidden there, whatever. Basically, I snuck up on him from behind with my ring of invisibility, and I hit him with water breathing. I used it offensively. There's no savings throw for that spell, and there was no way for him to enter any kind of body of water. There was not a pool or anything nearby. We were out in the desert. And the guy suffocated. That's how we were able to survive as a group, because I used water breathing on him and he suffocated. We were in desert ruins, and the mission was we were supposed to find a treasure there, and he wanted to kill us and keep the treasure for himself. And yeah, that wasn't happening. And remember, anytime you're playing Dungeons and Dragons, and all it takes a cursory reading of the spells, and you can all find all kinds of loopholes. It's not what you have; it's how you use it. Every opponent can be beaten. It's just preparation. It's an idea. You got to think your way through it. Okay, every opponent can be beaten, and teamwork is a good thing. But every opponent can be beaten. It's not what you have; it's how you use it. That amulet I had was designed to allow me to go underwater. I used it offensively and killed the guy. It was self-defense. He was trying to kill us, but it worked. It was desperation. Advanced Dungeons and Dragons is a much easier version of the game as opposed to the 3.5 and the 5th edition and all that. And all that means is you get to role play instead of power play. It also means that there are tons of loopholes for you to capitalize on. Intelligent players will find the flavor of this game very enjoyable. The idea of Dungeons and Dragons is you're playing in a medieval world. That's a very simple time. Not a lot of complex electronics or anything to deal with. There are spells, magic spells, and things like that. But like I said, intelligent players will be able to find loopholes around all that. And the flavor of advanced Dungeons and Dragons is, in my opinion, far better than the later ones. So, anyway, I hope this video helps people who are trying to decide what to do and helps them enjoy the game more. I'm going to do some other D&D hacks here, so be looking for those. And again, remember, it's not what you got; it's how you use it. You folks have a good day. God bless one and all.